Hey Blue Table fans, it's time for the long-awaited War Machine bat rep. I'm going to go with not rep on this one. Let's take a look at my army. This is a trade back army. It's for sale. I'm going to just do a tad of refurb and touch up on it. So, and this isn't everything. There's more to this army, which I can show you later. But we're playing a 35-point game. So here's how it goes. I have my Warcaster. He's like the leader of the army. 3 Warjacks. There's 2 different types of Warjacks you can have. You can have heavy Warjacks. They go on 50 mils. And then you've got light Warjacks on 40 mils. And back here I have my units. I have 4 units of guys. I have Choir of Menoth. These are kind of supporting role guys that give you bonuses for the different hymns they use. These are called Zealots. They throw these grenades and whatnot. These are Bastions, these super heavy armor guys. And these are Racks, which are penitent types who provide extra energy for the Warcaster. And the 4th type of unit in a War Machine army is called a Solo. And as the name implies, these are things that work independently of each other. So there you go. Oftentimes they join a unit. In fact, I think this is a solo that just goes with the Zealots. So that's my army. It's we're playing at 35 points. The Warcaster actually costs no points, and in fact, not only does he cost no points, but he gives you extra points of Warjacks to take in your army. So technically, my army is 41 points plus the free Warcaster. So here's Mike Dunn.
Hey.
Nice guy extraordinaire.
Yeah. This is my army. This is Khador army. I spent a lot of time in Russia and Eastern Europe, so I say Khador. Everybody else says Khador, and it always bothers me. So
that's how you would say it in Russian?
Yeah, there's yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Can you say something in Russian? Just a phrase.
I don't speak Russian. I can understand it, but I don't speak Russian. I speak Serbo-Croatian and...
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear something in that. Okay, sounds good. What does that mean?
That means I can't come, I have to go home.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, this is my Warcaster. That's the Butcher. He's awesome. He's huge.
He's a brute.
Yep, he is.
And 2 heavy Warjacks.
2 heavy Warjacks.
Alright.
That's a standard Juggernaut, and then that's Beast 09.
Okay, go ahead.
I've got 3 units of infantry. These guys are commandos. They're pretty cool. Assault commandos. I've got Widowmakers over here. They're elite snipers. Instead of rolling for damage, they just inflict a point of wound or a point of damage.
Yeah.
You can choose to do that.
Which is great, because if you get a lot of them, you can take out a critical system.
It's really
like
handy.
On a Warjack. Okay,
and then I've got, these are Winter Guard. They're kind of the staple unit of Khador. I've added these Rocketeers as a unit attachments. I've got a couple of them, and then a solo, Joseph Grigorovich.
Alright.
These are my other solos. That's the Man-O-War Draken. Huge guy on armored horse.
That's awesome.
And a Manhunter.
Alright. And I have no idea what any of this stuff does. In fact, we're both kind of coming in blind here.
I've played it. I used to play.
Not so blind as you think, comrade.
I played 1 game of Mark II. So I'm really iffy on these rules.
Yeah, this is going to be really pathetic, by the way. Basically, we're going to play our game. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 hours just to muddle through. But we are going to show you a few of the rules, kind of give you a feel for how the game works, and actually record play-by-play some of the battles so you can get a feel for War Machine. I just wanted to show you the rest of the Menoth army. So we've got this Blessed of Vengeance. This guy here, I can't remember what his name is. A couple of light Warjacks. I got a Piper of Ord. I know he's good just because everyone orders him. A couple of oddball figs that are just kind of bonuses there. I don't even know what you would use them for. Some more Zealots, some more Choir to kind of beef out those units. This Covenant of Menoth. This is a really neat fig. It's like a guy reading from this giant book. Here's the guy like Do I have to carry the book again today? Can I do the reading this time? Shut up! You don't even have a staff. And then here's the an alternate ward caster, which is Amun Ad Raza. So whatever he does. Okay, let's take a look at the board. We have decided that the whole of this upper area is going to be easy terrain, including the ramps. That these things are going to cost 4 inches of movement to get up or down. And then these are linear obstacles, the little sandbags where those are. Obviously this would be an obstacle as well, the railing here, although I'm not sure how that'll come into play. But War Machine is pretty detailed. And we've decided to play a scenario which I'll tell you about in just a minute. Alright, the scenario that we're playing is called Throwdown, and it has 2 possible victory conditions. You can kill the opponent's Warcaster. That usually means the end of the game anyway. And it also, as of the 3rd turn, if at the end of your turn you control both of these areas, i.e. the point and there's no enemies within 5 inches, then you also win. And that really worked out perfectly for this terrain setup, which was quite accidental. So we'll let you know how the setup goes. Okay, we both deployed. The game is played first player chooses deployment zone, deploys, and also goes first. So the typical thing. So where are you? What does it look like over here?
I've got my infantry squads, or infantry units split. I've got the, gosh, what are those called? The snipers.
Widowmakers.
Advanced deployed, farther up here. And then my Jack battle group, and the Draken on this side.
Okay, great. And what I've got here is I have my Warjacks and my Warcaster coming up this ramp. They're going to be the vanguard. What I'm hoping to do is kind of take a beachhead here and make it hard to get past that 5-inch radius there. Of course, Mike goes first, so that's unlikely to happen. Choir of Menoth, the racks, which I didn't quite understand deployment on those, but the way we read it was they could spread out like that. So the couple of supporting solos. So basically everything here supports the Warcasters and the Jacks. And then I have the Zealots, the little grenade throwing guys, and the Bastions. Hopefully they can come up and kind of take a beachhead and maybe overwhelm the flank here. The Widowmakers are going to be a problem. I'm really just hoping to speed something up there to take care of them. So on to first. Alright, so it's top of the first. Khador turn. I'm going to go with Mike's pronunciation on this one. Maintenance phase, remove all focus points from your models. He hasn't assigned any, so that's nothing. Checks for expiration of continuous effects. That's nothing. Resolve all other effects that occur during the maintenance phase. Also nothing. Control phase. Each of your models with the focus manipulation ability, like Warcasters, replenishes its focus and receives a number of focus points equals to its current focus stat. So, go ahead.
Okay, so my Warcaster has 6 focus.
So he's going to take 6 focus points.
Yep.
Go ahead and
Take
grab
6
those.
out of my pile.
Oh, and here it is.
Yeah,
He already has them on there. Okay, great.
I don't think that I'm going to assign focus to anybody, because I really can't. You know what? I am going to give 1.
So what he does is he takes his focus. This represents his ability to manipulate the Warjacks. Because the Warjacks are basically automatons, and they have to be controlled telepathically. Okay, so you're going to put any on
Yeah, I'm
Warjacks?
giving 1 to each Warjack.
Okay, so he actually takes physically the tokens and sticks them on the Warjack's base. Or a lot of people would just put them on the
I just
card.
put them on the card.